Hello guys, this is Vysh. So the Hindu Editorial, July 1, 2, 3 is already done. Now we are going to do July 4, Thursday's episode. And today's articles I'll first itself show you so that you understand what all things we have to discuss. In this, if you see, one is about the stampede which happened in Hatharas, UP. And then here, if you see a medical ethics related one personal article is there which this person is writing, which doesn't make any sense for exam. So if any content related article comes, we'll discuss that. Here again, it's full of philosophy in which only one like Ambedkar's one quote is there. That alone I'll show you, else it's not useful. Here state politics it is, but it's more than politics. It's about the coal mining and how we allot the coal blocks and all. So that debate between center and state, some points are there. That factual information I'll show you. Then here it is European politics. You know, in France and UK, both the right wing has lost the elections and the left wing has won the elections. So that related charts and graph they have given. So that is also not required. Then here, you know, the new parliament session began and, you know, the ruling party, opposition party, they are all like heads on with each other and they are giving their own opinions and comments. So that is going on. There is no information in this article. Okay. And here in Maharashtra in May 2024, there was a chemical explosion. So that related why it is happening, what are the steps to be taken, that we'll discuss. So two important articles and the remaining is like here and there we'll see. Okay. And I'll again remind 2025 students, the test series has begun. Timetable started on July 1 where it is self-study, and now this Friday, Saturday, Sunday, students are getting the test PDF of NCERTs. And if you are not yet enrolled, you are doing a big injustice to your preparation. Okay, you have to start doing your NCERT MCQs and then current affair MCQs, science, geography, environment. Slowly, if you do, only then by maybe October, November and all, you can do some mains practice also. Then after that, you can again get back to your prelims revision. There is a method to study. Okay, don't think that I will accumulate or I will just wait for these PT365 and these yellow notes, toppers notes, telegram notes. All those things are fraud. Okay, nothing of that is going to work for you because the exams result you can see, nobody is coming and claiming that this magazine helped or that magazine helped. You have to be consistently studying from the starting. Okay, don't wait for something which is going to be prepared after 6 months. Now every day you have to do newspaper, every day you have to do test, only then you will pass this UPSC exam. Okay, so here this test series has begun. Please come and contact and immediately start so that I can give you that NCERT PDF on day 1 itself, and then again self-study plans will be there. According to that you can study. Okay, so now that first article, that is that Hatharas tragedy. Okay, so Putin himself has expressed, okay, I'll just move myself. Putin has expressed condolences for this thing which happened, very unfortunate incident which happened. So here if you see, the stampede. What is stampede? Stampede is like a lot of crowd comes, like you would have seen some places like an interview is happening and then only like capacity to stand there is 100 people, but maybe 10,000 people will reach there, and then this crowd in railway stations, in over bridges, in many places it happens. So this stampede happened here, actually a satsang by some religious preacher that was happening, and crowds came in huge numbers. Like the permit allowed was only for 80,000 participants, but the organizers were so you can call lazy or not organized that 2.5 lakh people came and that stampede happened and more than I think 120 people died. Okay, so it's a very, very unfortunate incident and FIR has been filed by the UP police. So FIR, what it is, that also has a static part I will teach you. It's not there in the Hindu. So FIR is like a written document, okay, written document by the police itself, and this is not defined in your IPC or CRPC and all. It's like the first information report. Okay, the FIR is the first information report for a cognizable offense. So cognizable means what? And it's a case where you don't need an arrest warrant, you don't need the magistrate permission, and before that itself the police can do the investigation or arresting. So that is what a cognizable offense. So for that, a written document prepared in the first hand, that is called a FIR. Okay, so complaint lodged by anyone will be the source of that, and it can be given oral or writing. And as I told, in IPC, CRPC, it's not there. But as per the 154 section of CRPC, when cases are taken, an FIR is made. Okay, so that is the basics static thing I wanted to give you based on this Hatharas stampede article. Okay, that much alone is sufficient for your exam. So like this, I will define it for you, very, very simple format so that it's easy for you. Now again, this article, the American philosophy article, which I told you, the right side one, there also, Ambedkar related few lines. Like Ambedkar told that however good a constitution may be, it is sure to turn out bad because those who are called to work it happen to be bad, meaning the politicians and the future people, they are going to be bad, and that is why how much ever good constitution you do, our time will become bad. Okay, so whether the future citizens of India are a bad lot or not, the survival of the constitution is dependent on many things. Okay, the freedom of speech, the human nature, criticism, are the listeners and speaker tolerant and humble. So there is some points are there in that. Other than that, that full article was full of, you can tell, the American philosophy and public humility and all. So I didn't find it much interesting, and direct question may not come from this. So I just showed the Ambedkar section out of that. Okay, so now we will go to the other bigger articles which you have to discuss. One is the factory accidents. Okay, factory accidents. So here in Maharashtra, if you see Dombivli here, May 2024, loss of lives and injuries to workers and people. So this has happened, and already compensation is announced to the deceased, meaning the people of the kin of the deceased. They have already done for the injured, and also everything is done. And these accidents are happening frequently. If you see 2016, 18, 20, 2023, everywhere it's happening. Okay, and Maharashtra government is also guilty of not relocating many of these factories from a particular area, because there have been some problems. Okay, the boiler and the chemical factory was not registered under Indian Boiler Regulation 1950. There are many things, and the main problem here in this article we are discussing is the inspection. Okay, there will be always an inspector who has to be visiting these sites and giving the certifications and all, but that is not happening. Okay, in Maharashtra, if you see, 1551 of 6492 hazardous factory were inspected. That is only 23.89 inspection rate is there, which is very, very low. Okay, so like that in different states they are telling, because if you know, the top two industrial states which we call in India is, other than Maharashtra, it is Tamil Nadu and Gujarat. So Tamil Nadu also, it is only 17% inspection rate in general, and in hazardous factory it is just 25%. And in Gujarat also, the general rate is 19% and hazardous is 19% again. So all India figure also, if you see, it's 14% and 26%. Okay, these are all data from the Directorate General Factory Advice Service and Labour Institute report. Okay, from this only data is taken. So it's a very poor inspection rate which is happening in India, and this is the reason. Okay, that we have shortage of personnel also is a reason, because we don't have people, inspectors appointed. Appointment rate also is given here, that here in Maharashtra is just 39%. Then if you see, Gujarat is 50%, Tamil Nadu is 50%, all India figure is 67%. So there is a shortage of people appointed as inspectors who will do the inspections, and overall that is why the heavy workload is there on the existing inspector. Okay, like in Maharashtra, one inspector has to visit around 818 factories. In Gujarat, it is 589 factories, and here 532 factories, and all India level 499 factories. So this much workload is there, that is the reason nothing is happening. Okay, even if some mistake is found, the number of prosecutions are happening, meaning the pending cases is also high, that people are not getting punished for any wrong things. If they are not registered, if they don't have cleanliness, if they don't have a smoke outlet, if they don't have any hazardous control things, it is not being inspected properly, it is not being punished also. Okay, so if you see, Inspector Raj system, harassment, and then compromising happens, bribes is given. So like this, everything is getting settled, and finally people are suffering, okay, because of this. So we need right reforms in inspection. That is what the author is telling, because criticism anybody can give, but after that the solution, okay, we should target properly the people. The president of this Maharashtra Industry Development Association has admitted in a media report in May 2024 that in many cases safety inspection and certification were done on an understanding basis. Okay, meaning the auditor and the factory owner has an understanding, meaning obviously compromised with bribes and all. Okay, and it's like sometimes it's like self-certification. They themselves certify, they themselves tell like, okay, we are like a green company, we are like not emitting that much smoke. So that is wrong. Okay, self-certification, random inspection, online inspections. Okay, people don't even visit, they just online give a digital this thing. Okay, third-party certification has been introduced by ruling party at all India level. So there is no proper inspector officially appointed by the government who is looking into it. Okay, so these all changes, these all are actually violating the International Labour Organization's inspection convention. Okay, so 081, which is 1947. So this number maybe UPSC will ask you. Okay, already they have asked 2-3 conventions under International Labour Organization. So we are violating that. So here sufficient qualified, well provided inspector has to be done, but we are not doing it. And so instead of liberalizing the inspection system, government must ensure a strong labor market governance by implementing the provisions of ILO convention. This is how you also have to write in your answer. Okay, more you quote international conventions, you will get more marks. So here again they are telling, what if the firm, the trade union, all these people don't comply with the law, then will we have a provision to punish the state, punish the government? Okay, because that kind of strict things if you do only, you will be able to ensure a safe working and living environment. Okay, and then only we can have an efficient and ethical labor inspectorate, and that is how we can avoid this hazardous accidents and things which happens in chemical industries. Okay, so this is the overall article. There is a little problems told, there is a little solutions told, there is international connections. All these things has to be there in your answer when you write. Okay, then the second article and the last article which you have to discuss today is about the coal politics in Telangana. You know, the mines and all, where people work in very stringent toxic conditions and all. So recently the 10th round of this commercial the coal allotment thing happened. Okay, if you see June 21, the 10th round of the commercial block auction happened, initiated by Ministry of Coal to privatize 67 blocks across 8 states, which includes one in Telangana also, the Sharavanapalli coal block. Okay, so here more than 120 million tons of coal reserve is expected, and so we can, if we extract it properly, we can lessen our importing. Okay, because right now we are importing huge quantity of coal in spite of having reserves, because proper allotment is not happening. Okay, during the Congress government itself in 2013, the auction system was bought, and then that is how NDA also is promoting the Make in India thing, that is we should be self-reliant in coal. Okay, that is what we are trying to achieve. But now the opposition party in Telangana, they are telling the state government should not allocate coal mining. Instead, they should nominate, directly give to a company, a state company, state-owned company of their choice. Okay, that company name also I will soon show you. But NDA government, center is telling we should have auction, and then after that whoever bids and wins, they will be given the leasing right by the state government. Okay, so here the coal mining in Telangana did not start now. 140 years back, Britishers' time, Hyderabad Deccan Company was established in England in 1886. Later in India in 1920, they established the Singareni Collieries Company in Hyderabad, and here that time the holding, it was completely state owned. Okay, it was completely state owned when the state purchased it from Hyderabad. Okay, but later 49% stake was given to the center. Still majority is with the state only. So now this company is in occasional losses, but ultimately by year end and all, it always achieves profit. So what the Telangana BRS party is telling, that directly give it to this company nomination and don't do any auction. Okay, but center is not happy with that. So here they are telling, center already long back also identified several blocks in Telangana, and they tried bidding also, but it failed. Okay, and now this time out of that 4, this Saranapalli has been listed again for auction, and the coal ministry is hopeful that this time some private company will bid for it and huge mining will happen. That is their hope. Okay, but the state government and the BRS government, as I told, all these people are not ready to participate in the auction, and they are telling this company also to not to participate. Okay, they are like protesting for that. So they have written to the center and prime minister, as I told, to directly allocate on nomination basis and not auction basis. Okay, and also election this time you will see that Telangana, Andhra and all, it is like kind of half-half. Okay, it's not like Congress got majority, it's not like the local party got majority, it's not like BJP got majority. Okay, so it's like equally kind of split between BJP and Congress and all, who are in the center level now. So that is why we have to wait and see what turns out and how this criticism is taken by the center, states and all, and finally who will get the auction or how the auction will continue. Okay, this is a $1 million question for now, so we don't have a conclusion now. Okay, this is the article for today. So if you see today, there is no very great articles and all, but whichever came, I explained to the best of my ability. And like this, in my test series, everything in detailed notes format will be there, and I want you to come and join. Okay, and also in our current affair packages also, these things are included, so please try to come and enroll to this. Okay, so thank you and have a nice day.